Poor Dapper. He was tired. And welcome back to another installment of Asagao Academy Normal Boots Club. I'm your host, Sensei-pong. And last time we went to go see a little bit of Pubiga's practice out on the, I almost said baseball field, soccer field. And we did have a small, very short cameo of Hammy. And I always want to call him Ian for some reason, but his name is Jeff. I'm not sure. I'm not sure why I always think Ian. Brutalmoose's name is Ian. But anyways, Hammy. And then we found what looked to be a piece of trash, and it was an itty-bitty kitty, and it ended up being Gerard, so we went and hunted down Gerard, and we had a small, awkward conversation with Shane, and we gave back the itty-bitty kitty to Gerard, and he was very happy. So let's carry on. And then by the time we got to our room, it was dark outside, and blah, blah, blah. We finished the book that Sash gave us, and May seems to be distraught, hugging a purple bear on her bed. I flicked them on, and the huddled form of May, hugging a stuffed purple bear, appeared on her bed.
Hello.
No, she does look sad. Hold on. Hold up. Okay, no. I thought I saw little tears. I'm back. Something wrong. May glanced at me, then buried her face in her bear. Was she sulking? It was unlike her to be so unenergetic. Are you okay? That doesn't sound very okay. May glanced at me again, her face a light shade of pink, like she was holding her breath. You know, you can tell me anything. You've helped me out a lot, so it's the least I can do in return, right? Besides, we're friends. May sighed and threw the bear on the floor, where it lay as if screaming in agony. It's not fair. She sighed again. Aw, crap. It's probably Pro-Jared, the Heartbreaker. I know it's terrible to think like this, but even though I'm really happy for you, getting to be friends with those guys, it's just not fair. Those guys? Who? The Normal Boots Club?
I can't believe this.
It's just that I've been a fan for them for so long, and I've loved Jared forever, and then you come out of the blue with your pink hair, and just like that, you're friends. She snapped her fingers in front of her face. But here I've been trying this whole time, and Jared didn't even know my name. I know I'm being stupid and I feel bad, but I still... May... Oh, okay. Decision time. They're your friends too. It's understandable. Or, some friend you are. Well, at this point I'm pretty sure you know what choice I'm going to be making. Tweet me at @sensei_pong. Oh no, I think it's just @sensei-pong, no spaces. For what I should have decided, or what I should decide at this point. It won't make a difference because this is all pre-recorded. So, what would you say in this situation? This is just a way to get more Twitter followers. Not like it really means anything for this channel, but like... half the Twitter followers don't even subscribe to the channel. I'm not even sure if they watch my videos. I'm not even sure if they know I'm a YouTuber. I wouldn't call myself a YouTuber, but I'm not even sure if they know I have a YouTube channel, is what I meant to say. So yes, tweet at me. Become my Twitter follower. I know this is heartless shilling for my Twitter. If I had more followers, maybe I'd post more derpy stuff. There are some Twitter exclusives that I put out on Twitter. So, stay tuned for that, if you have a Twitter. So, anywho. Yeah. I'm being nice this entire gameplay, so yes. We're not going to be like, some friend you are. Oh my gosh. They're friends, they're your friends too. May smiled weakly at me. They wouldn't be my friends if it wasn't for you. May. I'm going to sleep. Oh, sad. She turned over and closed her eyes without even taking off her uniform. I turned off the light and walked to the bear she threw in the middle of the room. I'm sorry too. I said it quietly, but even as the words left my lips, I knew they were a lie. Drama! Despite our slight confrontation last night, May was as peppy as usual the next day. It seemed like there was no reason for me to worry, but that didn't mean I didn't. The bell rang and class started. Miss Shizuka wrote origami flowers on the board in an ornate script, then turned to glare at the class.
Class?
The flower festival is only a few days away. It's time again to start folding flowers to sell for the school. We do this every year, guys. I don't want to hear any groans. You're free to write me an essay on the importance of these funds for the school if you'd rather not participate. A few students rolled their eyes, but I smiled. It sounded like fun. It sounded kind of fun, and I hadn't folded origami in years. Fun fact, Muka can confirm this. I'm okay at folding origami flowers. I'm pretty decent. If anybody isn't very good at... Oh, they're at my parents'. Because when we moved, we had to put it somewhere safe. So no, my parents' was the safest spot. Which I'll bring them back at some point. But for anybody that wants to do origami and origami flowers particularly, an easy one that looks really cool are daylilies. And then like you can actually open them up and stuff another daylily in there with two different colors or designs of origami, and it actually looks epic. But the real trick behind the daylilies is getting the perfect like curl on the petals. But I digress. Maybe I'll do a tutorial on how to do that on my video on my channel. No reason, just actually fun fact, random thing. Before I nailed the coffin with video games on this channel, I was like, well, you know, two things I like doing is making origami and making balloon animals. And there aren't that many balloon animal channels. Maybe I'll do that. Maybe I'll open up a second channel and show you my balloon animals. Because I've made some pretty sick balloon animals in the past. I made the alien from Aliens. That was pretty cool. Or I could just do it on this channel, because this channel's a grab bag of whatever anyways. It'll be fun. Actually, I should do that. I'm gonna write that down. Stay tuned for that if you're into balloon animals. Oh yeah, it's coming. Oh snap. And maybe my secondary characters that have never shown up on this channel will actually appear. Who knows? I need the costuming for that. Anywho, I'm handing out practice sheets just because I know how bad you guys are at origami. I'm only going to teach you once, so pay attention. Shizuka returned to the front of the class, picking in an ornate green paper. As she instructed the class, I realized that these were the most basic version of origami flowers. I was already familiar with them. I folded my practice paper with ease. Shizuka roamed the room, helping the students who struggled to follow along. These creases are weak, children. Oh crap, I feel like she needs to talk in a German accent. These creases are weak. Kindergartens could do better than this. Hell, my ex could do better than this. That's not German. Sadness passed across Miss Shizuka's face. There you go. She's gonna start talking like Shortsy. She turned to the boy next to her and slammed her hand on the desk. You need to be better. Be better for everyone's sake. Get down. Get back in the chopper. Fold the origami. It seemed like quite a few students were having trouble. I went to the front of the class to get some new paper, passing John on the way back to my seat. His paper caught my eye. Oh, poor John.
Hey!
You folded this the wrong way. You folded this the wrong way. Your flower is going to be narrow if you keep going. I'll be honest with you, Hannah. I have no idea what I'm doing. Help me. He kind of looked like he was about to cry. I knelt by his desk, unfolding and refolding his paper. Oh. This looks perfect. You're so good at origami. Do you have to make flowers at your old school too? No, I used to do origami a lot when I was younger. I guess muscle memory just kicked in. Thanks though.
Really?
Really? What an odd skill to have. Is it? Please. John clasped my hand around my wrist. Stay with me. Help me. Sure if you need it.
Yeah!
Yeah, I knew I can count on you. Thank you, Hannah. You're a goddess. I spent the entire rest of the class period slowly dueling out lessons to John and PBG. I offered to help Shane, but he turned away from me, instead watching over John's shoulder. I kept my movements large and exaggerated so he could see too. Oh, well, isn't that nice? It was nice and to feel useful. When class was over, I headed back to the dorms with May. We had a long night ahead of us, filled with homework and the possible reward of chocolate ice cream should we finish on time. But before I got far, someone called my name.
Hana!
Oh, hey. Hana! Jeff? Is everything okay? Hey, the Normal Boots Club is meeting today and PBG forgot to take his soccer uniform with him. He held up a blue and gold uniform. We won't have much time to change before practice if he doesn't have this, and I have to run down to the field. Can you take it for me? Of course we can! May grabbed the uniform from Jeff. Awesome, thanks! He dashed towards the field. May turned to me, victory running through her face.
Yay!
Finally! A chance to meet Jared in his element! Come on, Hannah. We've got to hurry. We approached the Normal Boots club room, hearts thumping nervously. At least, I assumed May's was. Judging by the way she was fidgeting like a hummingbird on acid, it was. We stepped to the door and were about to knock when I heard my name on someone's lips. Hana! I froze and turned to May. Her face was lit, and she pressed a finger to her lips. She leaned in closer to the door, and I followed suit. Dude, I think it's fine. What do you think she's gonna do to us? You need to calm down.
Oh.
But it's so pink. No one has hair like that. People can choose their hair colors. That's a really poor reason to judge someone. I know, but I don't trust people with pink hair. You know there's more to it than just the color. Don't deny it. Weird things always happen around people with pink hair. Sure, but they're not dangerous. Aren't they? My heart sank. I stepped away from the door, unwilling to hear more.
Hana.
Oh, Hana. I held up my hand and shook my head. Just when I thought I was beginning to win Shane over. Was this how he truly felt about me? I'm heading back. Oh, but the uniform! I stepped past her, walking as quickly as I could to get back to the dorms. Luckily, I didn't pass anyone on the way back. I didn't think I could manage small talk without bursting into tears after what happened. I kicked off my shoes and went to my backpack down by my desk, passing the mirror. I paused as I did so, turning the mirror, evaluating myself on a whole new level. So much grief. My hair caused me so much grief over the course of my life. Now, for some reason, Shane thought I was suspicious. I smoothed my hair with my hands, the shortness of it catching me by surprise. It was softer than it was long. With a sigh, I turned away and collapsed onto my bed, hugging Mr. Bunny to my chest. Should I dye my hair, Mr. Bunny? I raised him up, staring into his glassy eyes. Yeah, you're right. I rolled onto my side, squeezing Mr. Bunny to my chest. Satch said it himself. You don't choose your natural hair color. Mr. Bunny was small against me, and I smiled at him. At least he still liked me. Shaking my head, I went to my desk. I had better things to do than mope. You're still studying, Hannah? I took my headphones out of my ears and turned to May. Our plans for the evening were postponed, and I silently thanked her for not pushing me to keep to them. I wasn't in the mood anymore. Yeah, it's only been a few hours. You haven't moved since you left the room last. She climbed her bed and dangled her hands off the side. At least take a break, okay? Well, I have been meaning to return the book I checked out. It was overdue and I had to do it at some point. I was going to do it today, but after what happened, it was the last thing I wanted. That didn't make it any less overdue, though.
Uh-huh.
Go do that. Meet me at dinner afterward. If you're going to spend the rest of your life studying, at least be nutritionalized. I stretched, bending backwards to apologize to my back for the hours of arching over a desk. I would have a hunchback by the end of my school career, I was sure. You're right, I'll go. I'll see you at dinner. It was pretty late when I got to the library. No one came at this time unless they were a term paper due. Since it was still relatively early in the year, the room was barren. Satch was working at the desk, as I expected, but he was joined by BBG and Paul. As soon as I saw them, I turned around, trying to walk right back out, but... Hey, Hannah! Unfortunately, my hair also made me stick out like a sore thumb. I reluctantly joined them at the counters. What's up? Not much. I'm taking a study break to return the book I checked out. I took the book out of my bag and handed it to Satch. That book! I can't help but notice you're reading The Princess Betrothed. It's good, isn't it? Yeah, I never would have read it without Satch's suggestion, so I have to thank him. He nodded and put the book on the to-be-sorted shelf. No problem. I don't work in the library for nothing. I have another suggestion for you, if you need one. No thanks. I want to get back to the dorms. Oh, come on. It's almost dinner. Let him check out this great book for you. Then we'll all go to the cafeteria together. Well, alright. That was the last thing I wanted to do, but I was really bad at showing people that I didn't want to talk. Follow me to the fiction section. We set off through the library on an epic quest for adventure and fortune. My mind raced, trying to think of a good excuse so I didn't have to follow them to the cafeteria. Here it is, the Banana Club. There's nothing funny about this, but for some reason my mind went on this sporadic branch to the Banana King from Charlie the Unicorn, and then Charlie the Unicron with the Banana King. Oh my gosh. Stay tuned on Filmcow. I'll leave a link in the description below. Do Filmcow if you'd like. Jason Steele is the guy that puts out Charlie the Unicorn and Llamas with Hats. But he's planning a huge 30-minute final episode of Charlie the Unicorn grand finale for next year. But the 30-minute animation is quite a bit for one person to do, so that's why it's taking so long. But go check out Filmcow and subscribe to them. Here it is, the Banana Club. He pulled a bright yellow book off the shelves. The Banana Club was written across in bold font. Now, I know it sounds stupid. Looks kind of stupid too, honestly. But trust me, one of the most moving books I've ever read. The ending crushed me. I'll take Satch's word for it on that one. He put a fist into his mouth and blinked rapidly. Don't cry now, Satch. I'm gonna stop before I spoil everything. He handed the book to me and I gazed blankly at the cover. Thanks, Satch. And, Hannah? Huh? Are you alright? You don't look very well. I wasn't really, but of course there was no way I was going to tell Satch that I eavesdropped on their private conversation. I am. Just feeling a little under the weather. I conjured a fake cough. It sounded pathetic. I'm cough. I'm cough. I'm gonna skip out on dinner, too. I'm not feeling well enough. Satch lowered his eyes and nodded. If you say so. Do you still want to read this book? Yes, I do. Your suggestions haven't failed me so far. Okay, let me check it out to you real quick so you can get back and rest. We got back. PBG and Paul were off on the other side of the room. Paul waving a book vehemently at PBG. Satch stepped behind the counter and grabbed my book. You know, if something is bothering you, or you're still getting used to the school, we're all here for you to talk to. I know. Transfers have it the hardest around here, and everyone knows that. I nodded. He passed the book to me, and I put it in my backpack. Just don't be a stranger, alright? I won't. Thanks, Satch. I'll see you tomorrow. I waved goodbye to him and made my way back to the dorm. Somehow, Satch always knew when I was upset and how to make me feel better. Aw, it helped that Paul and PBG weren't acting any different to me any than normal either. Maybe it really was just Shane with the problem, whatever problem that was. Bum-ba-da-ba-bum. Hana! I looked up. John was standing just in front of my desk, eyes glittering. And with that, I'm going to say this is actually a decent point to cut off and wait until next time to see how things happen and go here on Asagao Academy Normal Boots Club. And we got the Banana Club! Alright, yes. Don't forget to like and subscribe.